What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be using this $115 DIY exhaust kit from Amazon to make an exhaust for the wagon. It honestly seems like it's going to be a little easier than I thought. If you look, we got the exhaust that ends over there. That's where the downpipe is. So the cat would actually bolt up to that. So we're going to be doing essentially a cat with a cat back. And it's pretty straight. I think I'm just going to go straight under the drive shaft. I have the axle at the most like droop setting right now. So the axle can't ever hang down more than this. This is full droop. So I did it like this. That way I can get as close as I can to the drive shaft and the axle, because it'll never really be this low or drooping this much. It'll typically be way up higher because the car is lower. And then obviously we have a lot of space in here. I'm probably gonna trim a little bit of this. This is just a little plastic piece that goes on the bottom of the actual metal bumper, or plastic bumper actually. This is a plastic bumper. So I'm probably gonna notch it out a little bit so I can get the exhaust as high as possible and point it up at an angle. Still don't know how far I want it to stick out. Right now I'm thinking about a foot, just because I mean, this is a Cressida wagon, and for those who aren't familiar with this whole Cressida wagon stuff, the whole Kaido racer thing, I want to go into that style, not too overboard, but I do want to have a nice looking exhaust. So one quick thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug the battery. A lot of people say not to unplug the battery. It doesn't really matter. Personally, on that truck, I didn't unplug the battery one time and I welded something on the frame, shorted out the harness. So it might have just been bad luck, or it might be true. So ever since then, I've always unplugged my batteries when I'm going to weld on the car. Doesn't matter if it's exhaust, if it's on the frame, anything. So I'm going to be unplugging this battery real quick. The only thing I'm going to do about my exhaust, or the way I'm going to get my flange, is this is a Cressida exhaust, a US Cressida exhaust. I already tried mocking it up and it's slightly different on the Cressidas versus this car. So I'm just going to be using this flange. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the flange off, clean it up, and then weld my stainless straight to the mild steel. Shouldn't really matter. The only reason I did stainless, just because if I'm going to build an exhaust, I might as well build it with a slightly higher grade. But it honestly doesn't matter because it's probably going to get slightly scraped up, even though I'm going to tuck it up super high, and no one's ever going to see it, except for you guys. So it doesn't really matter if it gets a little bit rusty. So I'm going to be using this flange, and also another reason why I'm using this flange is because it'll use an OEM gasket. Instead of going to a V-band, which I probably could have, but then I have to take the downpipe off to weld onto that. So I figured this would be saving me a little bit of time. I also got a bellow, 2-inch bellow, 2-inch by 4-inch bellow, or flex joint, whatever you want to call it. That way we could weld this somewhere by the downpipe so that my exhaust doesn't break, because the exhaust is consistently going to be getting smacked. Once again, even though I'm going to tuck it as high as possible, there's going to be times where it's going to make contact with the floor and it's going to want to move up and down a little bit. So this will keep it from breaking, because this will physically flex a slight bit and it won't break the actual exhaust. That will be all hard and won't be able to flex. Plus, with the vibrations of the motor and just driving in general, this will soak up a little bit of that. So hopefully we won't hear the exhaust rattling too much. And once again, this is all just to prevent the welds from cracking or the metal from cracking. All right, so what I've done is I got the flange, I got it all cleaned up, I got it bolted onto the downpipe pretty tight. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my bellow or my flex joint, and I'm gonna weld this to right there like that. The reason I'm doing it here is because the flange itself is slightly bigger than the bellow, so this will scrape before this will scrape, and you'd see right there. Plus, this whole back section of the exhaust is what's going to be moving up and down, so I want to give it as much flex as I can, as close as I can to the motor. And this is all rigid on the header and the whole downpipe. It's all one piece and it's solid from factory. So I'm going to put this as close as I can, which this would be it, unless I chop up the factory piece over here, which I don't really want to deal with that. I'm actually super happy with how high it tucks up. So if you look, I know right here it's a little messed up. So this got messed up when the car was getting shipped from Japan to the States. But if you were to look where the lowest point of the frame rails are, if you match those, you can see that the exhaust is above the frame rails. Now this side is exposed, but this side, the frame rails are a little lower on this side and they go up right here. So this part will probably hit a little bit. Good thing we got the flex right there to let that flex. But the rest is tucked up nice and high. Back here where the axle is, that's as high as I can get it without it touching at full droop. So when the car does go on the ground, it might scrape a little bit on there, but I'm not too concerned because the spare tire, as you can see back there, hangs flush with that lowest point, and the spare tire barely scrapes. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about the exhaust. The exhaust scraping should not be that big of a deal. I am going to put a slightly bigger tip. I did want to do dual blast pipes, but if I did blast pipes, I kind of want to go to a smaller size. But for now, this is the exhaust right now. I just don't like the way this little swedged part looks. So I got this piece of stainless from work. It's slightly bigger. This is 2-inch NPS, which is about 2 1/4 OD roughly. This is 2-inch OD. So this is about 1/4 inch bigger. So I'm going to get this, cut this tip off, weld this on, and it's going to be a slightly bigger tip. I'll polish it, make it look nice. I'm going to cut the bumper so it's pointed up a little bit and out. And I think it should look pretty good. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull the exhaust off the car and fully weld everything. So my initial plan was to fully TIG weld this exhaust. This is why I got stainless. But now that I'm looking at it, there really is no point to TIG weld this. It's just going to take more time. And honestly, pretty lazy. I already have the MIG welder out. I'm just going to use this to MIG blast all this. It doesn't matter how the welds look as long as they seal. They're good, because it's probably going to get scraped up anyways. Yeah, so gotta add a couple more tacks on here, but this thing, you can see how much flex it has. So imagine when the whole exhaust is moving, that shouldn't break. I might end up ordering another bellow and throwing it in here somewhere, especially where this weird angle is at. But yeah, honestly, I'm pretty stoked on how this came out. So these, I just ordered them off Amazon. I believe I can get these for about $5 for a pair. I just get the cheapest ones I can find. They're all the same thing. And then I always put some of this gasket maker, this copper one, put a thin layer on the front and back side, and I've always had good luck. I've never had exhaust leaks with this. So just figured I'd mention this in the video in case anyone has trouble with exhaust leaks, or maybe your flange is slightly warped or something. This does a good trick with a brand new cheap gasket. So yeah, now we're going to throw this in. Now, I'm not going to be making any hangers because the way I'm going to be mounting it is with hose clamps. I know it sounds pretty ghetto, and it definitely is ghetto, but that's how I'm able to do it on all of my cars. They all have hose clamps. I just completely delete the hangers because typically with the hangers and the rubber hanger, it tends to sag over time, and the exhaust just pretty much hangs on the floor. And even if you try to get new hangers, it still doesn't tuck it up high enough. So with the hose clamps that I've used in the past, you're able to mount it as high as you possibly can without having it sag over time, because it's metal and it's not rubber that's going to sag. Alright, well, we got it all bolted up over here. You can see how high it sits. And I even have the back super loose right now. So I'm going to tighten these up. Got the exhaust on. It sticks out about 9 inches, which I think is a good amount. It's not too crazy, but it's just enough to tell it's there. If anything, if I might do anything, I might come back and kind of cut a little notch into the plastic bumper. I'm not too sure, but I could always do that later down the road, just to get the exhaust to tuck up a little higher and point up, because I don't know how it's going to be trying to get out of my steep driveway. Real quick, I forgot to show, but it does not hit on the floor of the car. You can see right there's a small gap. It does not hit on the drive shaft. It's gonna be hard to get this on video. You can see it goes right under the drive shaft. Once again, this is full droop and does not hit the sway bar end links or the sway bar. Doesn't hit anything except for this. It's physically touching on this, but hopefully we don't burn this pump. We don't burn the paint on this bumper, but I am going to be having to respray this because it's pretty beat up. Alright, well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys have any questions on the $115 exhaust, definitely put it down in the comment section below. Personally, I think it is a little too raspy, but with these Cressidas and this style of build, this is kind of the sound you want. That's why I did such a small exhaust. If I would have done like a 3-inch, it would have sounded a lot deeper. Maybe throw a resonator in there and I can get rid of the rasp. But on this car, I think the rasp fits it. It gives it that like unique Cressida Japanese style Kaido racer sound that you want on a Cressida. So I don't mind it too much given what the car is, but it kind of sounds like a straight pipe V6 Mustang, which I'm not really a huge fan of, but I think I'll go into it. If I think it's too raspy, I'm probably gonna throw a resonator in there. So what's cool about this exhaust is it's literally a full straight pipe from the downpipe all the way back, but when you drive it pretty chill, if you keep it below 3,000 RPMs, it's actually very, very quiet. Now, all those clips you guys saw, I was trying to be as loud as possible, so I was driving it above 3,500. But it kind of sucks that it's an auto, so you can't keep it in gear and just rev it all the way out. It shifts when it wants to. But aside it being auto, this car is very fun, and I'm very happy with the exhaust now. If I want to drive it quiet, I can let off and just cruise, and it's not insanely loud. But if I'm out with my boys and I want to be loud, and we all want to be making a bunch of racer noises, then it is literally perfect for that. But it's definitely way quieter than my previous setup with this car, since when I got this car it did have an open header setup. I don't know why. One of the previous owners took the cat and the cat back off and never put an exhaust on it, so it sounded really cool, but it was just way too drony for me. Driving this thing on the freeway completely sucked. After about a 20-minute drive, I would get home and be like deaf. Not only that, but you would smell all the fumes on the inside, which kind of sucked. So I do think this is a better option, and given it's only 115 bucks and it took me about an hour and a half to do, not mad. Plus I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, later guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video.